Mirandus is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, MMORPG for short, set in a fantasy world developed by Gala Games. What sets it apart from other MMORPGs is its unique blockchain-based economy, which allows players to truly own their in-game assets. Gamers will be able to own their characters, weapons, armors, skills, etc. as digital assets, which they then can trade freely with other gamers if they so wish to, using blockchain technology. Let's talk about Gala Games quickly. Gala Games is a gaming company that has been making waves in the blockchain and gaming industries. Just recently, they've announced that they have a partnership with Google, which is pretty big news. The company is dedicated to creating games that are fun, engaging, and powered by blockchain technology. They have several games in the pipeline, one of the most anticipated being Mirandus. Here's a quick list of what they have announced to the public. The games range from MMORPGs, shooters, tower defense, and many more, while also being on several different platforms like PC, Mac, and mobile. But let's get back into Mirandus. So you know what the game is, but who's making it? Well, Michael McCarthy, aka Mirandus Master, is the lead developer for Mirandus. He has several years of experience in the gaming industry. Here is a photo of the team last year. They have grown since then, but I do not have an updated photo. Here are the games as shown before in the video that he and the Mirandus team have worked on over the years. So I believe they have enough experience and insight to make Mirandus legendary, since most of the games shown here were pretty awesome to play. Now let's look at the vision of Mirandus. It says here that the players will have absolute freedom of choice in Mirandus. There will be no maps or quest givers, so it sounds pretty Souls-like, which is a plus to me. With maps, I believe there is a cartographer Exemplar, so you will be able to map out the world eventually, just that the game will not do that for you. Player ownership of in-game assets will play a big part in Mirandus. Using land deeds, you'll be able to claim parts of the wilderness and set up holdfasts ranging from small farms to massive cities. I believe most of the land deeds are already sold out, so you may have to look on the secondary market for them. While we're on the topic of NFTs and digital assets, let's do a deep dive into Mirandus NFTs. Let me quickly get the ranking system out the way so you guys know what it means when I say the ranks later on in the video. The grey ones are common, green means uncommon, blue means rare, purple means epic, gold means legendary, and crystal means ancient. The higher the rank you go, the more expensive the NFTs will be and the more benefits that will come with it. There are several types of NFTs that you can currently purchase for Mirandus. Let's start with the recent sale of horses. So the Firebrand horses went on sale recently, and to participate in the sale you needed a stable. The reason for this is once the game launches, you will need to have mounts, and these horses are the ones that will kickstart the breeding and ranching market. Also, the Firebrand horses are immortal, meaning you can use Materium to resurrect them once they die. Normal horses will not be immortal and can die by being killed by monsters. The lower tier horses don't have a lot of skills, but when you work your way up the ranks, the legendary and ancient tiers are pretty epic in my opinion. Let's take a look at the Firebrand Eternal Stallion. It gets increased speed, health boosts, more carry weight, armor, attack damage, has a strong magical glow so you could use it as a light source and can deal fire damage with its firestorm attack. Sounds pretty marvelous, but it's gonna hurt your wallet. 250k USD. For a horse, that's insane. That's one thing I don't like about Gala Games. The prices are pretty ridiculous for the higher tier NFTs. Guess we'll have to wait and see how they plan to add value to the NFT. Next, let's move on to buildings and deeds. Buildings are NFTs that will be available to be placed on a land deed slot. A land deed is your right to own a piece of land in Mirandus. There are several types of building in Mirandus, ranging from hitching posts, tents, taverns, armor shops, weapon shops, potion shops, breweries, dwellers, barns, mills, bakeries, temples, stables, etc. There are several land deeds also ranging from village to citadel. There will be 5 citadels in Mirandus. You can think of these as the major hubs for players in the game. Citadel owners will be able to place their NFTs in-game first while the game is being developed and work closely with the team to shape the citadel the way they want it. Here are the blueprints to some of the land deeds so you can get a visual representation of what I'm going to talk about next. Each building has a size associated with it. 5x5, 10x10, or 20x20, etc. And to place the building in the world of Mirandus, you must first find the same size plot on a piece of land from one of the land deeds. Once you have paid the tax to the landowner, you can freely build whatever type you want in that slot. Most buildings will come with basic stations and furniture. However, to craft better items, you will need to upgrade your buildings. So the example used by Gala Games was you don't want to put an enchanted sword on a dirty wooden table. One thing to note is that there are more building deeds than there are land deeds, so there will be fierce competition on who will be able to get the slot on the land deed to place their buildings. And buildings rarities vary depending on the type of building, meaning a majestic inn is purple, which is epic, while a majestic weapon shop is gold, which is legendary. I'll leave a link to the top right to a video that explains the land deeds and buildings by the Mirandus master himself, so you can hear it directly from the source. Next up are cemeteries. Cemeteries are places that you will resurrect when you die. You can own them as plots. This means you basically get to decide who can resurrect for a fee and where they resurrect depending on the location of your NFT. There are currently 3 types of cemeteries: normal, large, and grand. Normal being common rarity and the other 2 are rare rarity. Feels like you're getting an apprenticeship with death. Now my personal favorite, exemplars. Or some people call them avatars. These are NFTs that you can use when playing the game as your character/avatar. Mirandus will be free to play. However, you can purchase exemplars that have special skills and that are different races. To quote from their blog, these are elite avatars and have special bonuses that normal avatars will not, which will allow them to perform certain actions better than others. There are currently 5 types of exemplars you can buy in Mirandus: humans, which are rare, orcs and dwarfs, which are epic, halflings, which are legendary, and elves, which are ancient. The higher the rarity, the better the skills and abilities you'll get when using those NFTs. The NFT avatars are restricted by the amount available, so there will only ever be 1,000 elves in Mirandus. Since there are 5 different types of elves, there will only be 200 NFT of each elf. So if the game's population is about 50,000 players, and you see a player with an elf exemplar, it's going to be a rare sight. And each other rarity exemplar has a maximum supply also. You can find this information of maximum supply on their website, link in the description below. The skills that each exemplar offer are unique to that exemplar. For example, the human seafarer excels at navigation and finding things lost at sea, giving them a bonus to sailing. You ideally want to pair this exemplar with a ship NFT to get the benefits. On the other hand, one of my personal favorites are the Allsight elves. The description says that they are the most mysterious and old and elven races. It is said that they exist across time, letting them focus on something inside of our future, giving them a bonus to ranged weapons. It looks like they got rid of the older version, which also included the line in the description. Possibly most importantly, Allsight elves also have a bonus towards a chance encounter that ranges from opportunities for great fortune to those which grant them the best advantage in combat. I saw this like a luck stat and was drawn to it. Now the description has changed to this. Give me back the old description. So you're probably wondering, how much does the elf cost? Well, the price of each exemplar NFT varies depending on where you buy them. On the Gala store, they are for the price I will mention in a bit, but you can also find them on secondary markets like OpenSea if they have sold out on the official Gala store. Here are the roughly pegged values in USD for each tier exemplar. Humans cost around $200, dwarfs and orcs cost around $500, halflings cost around $1,000, and finally elves cost around $5,000. So the buffs better be worth it. And I want to see the fortune back in the description of the Allsight elf. Some people bought it for that line alone. Finally, ship and dock NFTs and deeds. Now once again, these cost a pretty penny, but to travel by sea in Mirandus, you will need to have a ship NFT. There are currently 6 ships NFTs, 2 uncommon, 1 rare, 2 epic, and 1 legendary. These ships will be paired with a dock deed NFT. These dock deeds will be areas where you can leave your ship, and my guess is to travel to other players' docks. This is where the seafarer example comes in handy. Now if you don't own a Mirandus NFT, don't worry, you'll be able to play Mirandus as a free-to-play player. There have been lots of talks of adding smart contracts that allow players to rent and borrow NFTs. So if you're going to go sailing and you want a seafarer human exemplar, since the skills could be beneficial to you, you may be able to rent it for a day or a few hours. Or you feel like grinding and want to rent an epic weapon to speed up the grind, maybe a thoroughbred horse to travel faster, etc. It's in the works, and you never know, some things in the video might change along the way since it's still in development. How about minigames in a tavern while you're recovering from your adventures? Mirandus is working on Tavern games. Tavern games are several minigames you will be able to play in Mirandus when you visit taverns. There are currently several games in development, but the one that's currently playable is Three-Eyed Snake. It's a dice game with simple rules and easy to learn. There was a recent Tavern Games playtest, and the top 10 people I believe would win a limited edition Mirandus tank card, which looks pretty cool. If you were at the last GalaCon, they had the games laid out in the Tavern where you could play them in real life. For all you investors out there that like to speculate, let's talk about the two tokens that will be integrated into Mirandus. These are Materium and Gala. Materium is a magical element that is in Mirandus. Materium can exist in many forms, as a solid state, as infused ore, as a liquid state, which when used to create potions with untold powers, and it can even exist in the gaseous state, flowing in the air itself through the skies of Mirandus. Here are some of the things that you'll be able to do with Materium as shown on the website. Gain increased abilities, better crafting, casting powerful spells, teleportation of items, etc. Gala was the first token that was launched by Gala Games, and it's a way to incentivize individuals to keep the Gala ecosystem going, in the form of operating a node. Since it was the reward you received for keeping a node online for that day, now it's the default currency when interacting with the Gala ecosystem and metaverse. How does the Gala token play a role in Mirandus? If you look at the Discord post by Mirandus Master, it says that Gala will be like the gold of the world and Materium will be like the mana. Finally, the blockchain Mirandus will be using. Well, Gala Games, the company behind Mirandus, has been building their own layer 1 blockchain called GYRI chain. But I'm going to call it Gala chain since I prefer that. Gala chain is currently in testing and has been in testing for some time now. Currently, some of their games such as Spider Tanks have been running on Gala chain to test its full capabilities. To get more information on Gala chain, you can visit the Gala Games Discord, link down below. If you guys want to stay up to date and get the latest leaks, sneak peeks and much more, I highly recommend you join the Gala Games Gala Gold. This is a one-time payment to the Gala Games membership. If you want to learn more about Gala Gold, the benefits and how to buy it, then check out this video in the top right. If you're new to Web3 NFT crypto metaverse gaming and want to learn how to set up your own digital wallet and get started with Gala Games, then feel free to check out these two videos in the link also in the top right. My channel is going to focus the majority of its content now on Gala Games games, along with other Web3 NFT blockchain games that I have taken an interest in, such as Star Atlas, Illuvium, to name a few. I'm getting bored of Albion Online, especially with the recent changes, and the skin news that just landed, meaning that they will relaunch old limited edition skins again. Any gamer knows to accumulate wealth in a gaming ecosystem, you make silver or whatever the in-game currency is and use it to buy skins or limited edition items. The RuneScape party hats and Halloween masks are a good example. If Jagex just randomly decided to make them obtainable again, the community would riot. Another reason I think NFTs and blockchain is going to be the future of gaming. That's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to gently tap that like button, but smash that subscribe button so you guys can get updates for the future of gaming.